At Tyson Foods, we're on a journey that is grounded in heritage and humility while embracing ambition and growth. We are transforming into a different kind of food company with unparalleled capability that spans agriculture to dining culture. And while the value of our company has grown substantially in the past few years, we are just getting started. We are disciplined and focused operators. We manage capital thoughtfully and courageously. We are dynamic entrepreneurs, innovators, and brand builders. These are essential elements of who we are and what we do, but alone they do not explain Tyson Foods. We're a food company, we're a family, and we're taking a big step forward. The entrepreneurial spirit that fueled our founders fuels us. We feel and embrace a responsibility to create a better future. To do so, we must acknowledge that the world is changing. The people, customers, markets, and technology of tomorrow will not be the same as they are today. As our world grows, challenges are becoming more complex and opportunities are taking new forms. The basics of life like good food and enough resources are not givens. They must be preserved, reimagined, and created simply and ambitiously at a meaningful scale. The world is changing and so are we, not simply reacting to change, but embracing it so we can thrive within it. It is time for us to think differently about the role Tyson Foods plays in our world. To inspire our next chapter and guide our team, we have defined a new purpose for our company. A purpose that unifies how we do more than our part to ensure the world thrives, while also constantly pursuing growth to ensure Tyson Foods thrives. At Tyson Foods, we make real, accessible, and inspiring food. We do it sustainably, creatively, and transparently at a scale that matters, because Tyson Foods exists to raise the world's expectations for how much good food can do.
Believe it or not, insurance has become one of the largest parts of most family budgets. How many times have you thought to yourself, man, that seems expensive? At Siler,
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
believe it or not, insurance has become one of the largest parts of most family budgets. How many times have you thought to yourself, man, that seems expensive? At Siler Thornton Agency, we represent several different insurance companies, so we have the flexibility to shop your coverages and find the best value. Siler Thornton Agency has been taking care of insurance needs in Gibson County for over 20 years. We are proud to be a Trenton business, and we love to support the Peabody Golden Tide. Call us today or stop by for a free quote. Siler Thornton Agency. Our business is you.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Thank you. Down here with head coach Shane Jacobs. Coach, we come into the second round, facing a team that we see for the second time in 3 weeks. What's your message been to your kids this week?
You know, we've had a great week of practice. Our guys have worked really hard this week, and you know, the culture of this program and what we're focused on ourselves. We've completely forgotten what happened 2 weeks ago. Of course, the lopsided tonight.
We seem to be having some audio difficulties, and we'll get those things straightened out. We're glad that you're here, and welcome everybody to Trenton Peabody football. It's round 2 of the TSSAA championships as we will play West Carroll tonight. West Carroll has come talking to will be here playing with us tonight, and we're very much aware of West Carroll, and as we played them the last game of the season, and we're 48-0 victors. We'll be back with more and other things right after these messages.
So why are y'all keeping a monitor in here?
This is so all the people in here announcing stuff can see the replays and comment on flags and so on and so forth.
Oh, that makes sense. What's the purpose of that power supply?
It's a power surger, and it's also if like the power surge goes out, it's battery powered, so everything will stay on for a while.
So when there's lightning and the power goes out in our press box, our stream's still going to be live?
Yep. Special golden tide tape right here.
Here.
God, I hope I don't drop this.
Billy Bowling, I'm main camera operator number 1. I get the majority of the action. I don't get to do the up close shots, but you know, I get the one that counts.
Okay, so what are you messing with right now? What is that?
Well, this is my tripod that I have my camera on, and arguably one of the more important parts of the whole setup is making sure every little thing's level. It's got to be level. It's all got to be set to a certain degree, so I get no tilt or counteraction while moving the camera. Keep everything nice and smooth.
Nice. So you got your camera with you. Do you always use that camera? Is that your go-to?
I use the exact same camera for every football game I've done. Yeah. Oh, trustworthy.
Extra that you figured out you needed to have in order to do your camera work?
Well, there's a couple things that Paul has honestly taught me, and two of the big ones are cord management and tape. Always got to have tape. You can use for about everything. It helps with cord management, actually. Keeps all that, makes it where you ain't got to worry about anything else besides the actual work you're on, you know, the shot. That's what matters in this. So if you got everything neat and tidy out of your way, it's not a problem for you.
With the shot, you need to have some sort of sense of football just to stay on top of things.
Yeah. It was rough in the beginning. Didn't know too much, but after watching them play for so long, and you kind of pick up, you know what to look for after a while. Key things: watch who has the ball, and stay with it a lot better now that you got experience and time on the job.
So what other forms of filming do you do?
Well, I met Paul at one of the local scrimmages here at Peabody, and I ended up talking to him for a minute. Got a job offer recording, well, to do football. I ended up getting called near the end of school year to do some graduations. Not what I was expecting at all. I was expecting to be sitting right here with a tripod and have everything level. I started out the same way Sideline does, you know, the monopod and all that. And you really got to get used to getting in people's faces left. I'm not big on that. I'm up here by myself getting the good shots. But I've done graduations, volleyball, currently doing football. It's coming to an end soon, and got another opportunity doing basketball. That's for Peabody, Union. There's a lot more out there than what you actually think when it comes to filming, you know. And after this, you actually get a good recommendation out there for yourself. You know what you're doing here, you fit in other places, and you get to work real quick and you learn a lot faster. Every time I come to work, it's never the same. Never has been. I don't think it will. Always something working real good, and you're like, oh yeah, here we go. Or something drags you down, or technical problems. You kind of make do with what you got on the spot. Make it work. You're the one stressing about it, not the audience.
Alright, so this replay system was originally purchased for Union, for the announcers there and officials to review plays and so on, but luckily we can have it here. And this is a brand new replay system, $4,000. Captures everything pretty good, and we really want so much to make it look nice, fancy. So this replay system can also save highlights and clips and rerun them halftime, post-game, sometimes, depends on what's going on, how many we got. And also, the main Peabody crew, which is me, Billy, and Eli, are also the main crew for Union basketball. And we'll be there tomorrow recording. Also done some work for Union volleyball, Trinity Christian football, Sacred Heart football, and we'll branch out and do some more stuff probably.
So I'm going to hook up my microphone, so at times we were able to get the on-field sound and put it onto our stream. This is our receiver for our wireless video that transmits it onto the broadcast. This is my transmitter that I will hook on to my camera.
Isn't this stuff like $4,000? Maybe you should be more careful, Eli, huh?
Batteries, we always have power.
Don't drop something. Hey, that's a lot of money. That's like $6,500 right there.
Be careful. This receiver and transmitter combo is good for wireless connection up to 1,000 feet.
Our announcers, Dan Hughes and Terry Clement. Two best around. No one's better than them. This is the wide angle lens for Dan and Terry. Gives you the exclusive preview of what's happening up here. We're on 2. On replay. We're going to come back on 2. See if I can get something.
The 20-yard line is where Memphis will take over.
No, we'll come back on 1.
First round of the playoffs.
Right. We're back on 1.
And they come to the line of scrimmage and they split them again. Wide right, wide left. Working out of the long gun. Or he's back.
That's a good shot. We'll stay on 1.
Long running back there. There's the snap. He rolls to the left side, puts a little pass up, and it is complete. Good for 5 yards.
I'm on 2. I'm on 2.
Yard line.
On replay.
5.
We'll come back on 2, Eli.
Just a little stop route by James, the tight end. Good for 5.
We're back on 2.
A running play. Probably better than a running play they're going to get.
They're not going to be able to run.
No.
They said I'll come back on 1.
Same formation again.
Back on 1.
Right, wide left. This time we put a wing in for the left side. Out of the gun is Ray. There's a snap, and they try the running play. And as we said, they're not going to run
on 2.
On 2. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
On replay.
Like leads here, 7-0.
Alright, I'll come back on 1. I'm back on 1.
Parker got tired of doing it. He did. 15-yard line. Down to the
Still on 1. Still on 1.
25. Turns the corner on the right side.
Did you get this one?
Down across the 30 and is brought down. Did he fumble the ball?
You're too far. You're too far. We're on 1.
37-yard line.
On replay. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're far. It was fine. Alright.
He's actually.
Alright, we'll come back on 1 then.
There was a block in the back.
Number 25, you said hitting it on the tackle.
Back on 1. Oh,
And that was tripped on the carry. From the 37-yard line, first down.
Alright, we're on 1.
Hey, I'm Ben DeChara, Peabody Football, also STEM coordinator for the Trenton Special School District. Just wanted to congratulate and give a shout out to our guys that are in the STEM program that also work with Worthy Road Studios. Christopher, Billy, Eli, and Corey. These guys have done a great job all year working with Mr. Schulze. They've done such a great job that now they've been upgraded to where they are managing and running their own programs for sporting events. And Mr. Schulze is going to cut the leash loose on these guys, and he's going to let them take over some of the things that they're doing on Friday nights, and also some things that they're doing during the week. Places like Union University running basketball games all on their own. These guys have really done a great job for us this year. We really appreciate it. Their involvement with this program and the STEM program at the high school is next level. This is the standard that we want out of our students.
Believe it or not, insurance has become one of the largest parts of most family budgets. How many times have you thought to yourself, man, that seems expensive? At Seiler Thornton Agency, we represent several different insurance companies, so we have the flexibility to shop your coverages and find the best value. Seiler Thornton Agency has been taking care of insurance needs in Gibson County for over 20 years. We are proud to be a Trenton business, and we love to support the Peabody Golden Tide. Call us today or stop by for a free quote. Seiler Thornton Agency. Our business is you.
And hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Trenton Peabody, Walter Kilzer Stadium. And tonight it'll be Peabody taking on West Carroll in round 2 of the state playoffs. Terry, it was about 2 weeks ago that we got to see West Carroll play. In fact, you didn't even have to call for rosters this week.
I didn't.
But as we look at it, Peabody beat them 48-0 last week. I don't see any reason why things would change.
Well, I don't either. They had a lot of problem with our defensive front. I expect that to happen again tonight. We were able to hit them with some some big plays, and I think that will probably happen tonight. You know, they've got to choose what do they want to try to stop. They want to try to stop running game. Well, then they're going to match up one-on-one on the outside with our receivers, and that's trouble for them. If they want to try to play help over the top, go man underneath, help over the top, then we're going to run the football. So it's pretty much we're going to take what they give us, and that's what we did a couple of weeks ago, and 379 yards of total offense to 37 for them.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's
West Carroll does come in here with a very good record. They're 8-3 on the season, and last week they beat Booker T. Washington 43-24. So,
yeah, and you know the thing about that, Dan, is they turned the football over in the first half 3 times. West Carroll did, or else it would have been worse than that. They just were Booker T. was completely overmatched last week.
Clayton Morris is their first-year head coach, 8-3 on the season, second round to the playoffs. Got to be pretty proud of that mark and getting there. Of course, Shane Jacobs is head coach at Trenton Peabody in his 7th season. He has 81 wins and only 12 losses, and that's amazing. And 4 state championships, I might add, to that. But let's see what happens here tonight. Trenton and West Carroll about to battle. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Eddie and Clint Sturgeon have been serving Trenton for over 30 years and at the current location for 13 years, offering 2 drive-through windows, free delivery, after-hours emergency service, and vaccinations. It's almost flu season, so it's time for your flu shot. I know nobody wants either one. The flu shot takes less than 5 seconds, but the flu lasts for a week. So take your shot or take your chances. You can get the flu anywhere, but get your flu shot at Eddie's Pharmacy. No appointment needed for either one. At Hardy, Martin & Owens, we handle personal injury, divorce and family law, criminal defense, and wills and estates. We are experienced in all courts in West Tennessee. With 3 locations, Trenton, Milan, and Jackson, we are conveniently located to handle all your legal needs. Not many lawyers will give you their personal cell phone number, but Bradley Owens will. Bradley's cell number is 731-234-2400. Call Bradley today.
We're working right now for our families and our nation and all the countries.
I take great pride knowing that I'm feeding the nation and keeping the shelves full.
And we produce a lot of protein, so it's always good to keep, good food out there for the world.
The company, they provide masks, face shields, barriers.
As a team member, I feel really safe.
It feels good to help people in a time of crisis like now.
State Farm agent Amy Greer, 308 South College Street in Trenton, is where the customer's needs always come first. When life storms hit your home or your family, you're able to rest easy when you deal with a 30-year professional, Amy Greer at State Farm in Trenton. Your North Gibson local agency serving Trenton, Dyer, Rutherford, Bradford, Kenton, and Yorkville. See Amy or Scarlett Davis Smith or Courtney Tyree Wiggums. Amy Greer, State Farm, Trenton.
Utility Solutions Underground, located in Trenton, takes care of all kinds of projects such as trenching, digging, boring of 1-inch or smaller bores, and storm or lot cleanup. Owner and operator Tommy Castleman has been serving the Gibson County area for 40 years and has the experience and know-how to get the job done right the first time. Utility Solutions is fully licensed and insured, so give them a call today at 731-420-0593 for a free estimate. No job too big or too small. Utility Solutions Underground. Let us dig for you.
Roll Tide.
Let's take a look now at some of the other games around the area in this second round of TSSAA playoffs. Remember, losers go home, and that's the way that this thing works. So let's take a look now at Terry's Picks of the Week We go for winners.
All right, we're going winners.
We
Okay.
used to go for losers,
Yeah.
but now we go for winners.
Yeah.
And a game of great interest this week is Dresden and Fayetteville.
Pretty simple. That's going to be Fayetteville. They're very good, and yeah, Dresden. And Keith's done a great job over there. He's a friend of mine. Used to be at Lexington, but Keith, buddy, I hate to tell you, I think your season's going to end tonight.
Humboldt and Lake County.
Well, that one.
That's at Lake County.
But much like this was a couple of weeks ago, that game, the first time those two teams met, was pretty one-sided, and I expect to see Lake County right here next Friday night.
Forest plays at Lewis County.
Well, I tell you what, that one, that one, I don't know. I'm going to take Lewis County because they're at home, but that very easily could go the other way.
Fairley's at Westview.
I think that's going to be Martin Westview. That game may be a little bit closer than people expect, but I think Westview will get it done in the end.
Big game, Millington and Dyersburg.
You know, those two teams played probably about a month, 5 weeks ago, and Dyersburg had little trouble, and I expect them to have little trouble tonight.
Montgomery Central plays at Tullahoma.
Well, this, of course, is another rematch, and Tullahoma won the first time, and I think Tullahoma's going to win again. My man John Olive's going to advance on to the third round.
I think you're right. Big game, Melrose and Haywood County.
That's going to be probably one of the game that may have the most athletes in the state of Tennessee playing in it tonight. But Haywood's got a few more better football players, and I think they're going to win.
So far, you're a homer on everything.
I am, aren't I?
You know? TCA plays at Middle Tennessee Christian.
We're going to change that. We're going to take
You're going to the visitor.
We're going to take TCA in an upset.
Okay. And USJ is at home against Kings Academy.
We're going to take USJ.
Homer again.
Yeah, we're going back to being a homer.
Let's talk about Cornersville and McKenzie.
Well,
Cornersville is in the past has been a fierce fighter.
They typically play very good defense. Win a lot of games with defense for a long time. They were a thorn in Huntington's side about 2 or 3, 4 times in a row, but I don't think they're going to have enough defense to stop McKenzie.
McKenzie, and it'll be interesting next week.
Yeah, McKenzie and Fayetteville I expect to meet, and I think that game will be at Fayetteville. I think, don't hold me to that. But that's going to be – that'll be a great game.
Summertown and Riverside.
It's going to be Riverside.
Back to the home again.
Yep.
Ripley's at Covington.
Well, I mean, come on now. I got to go with Covington. There's a reason I'm picking these home teams. They're home teams for a reason. It's because they've earned that.
That's
right.
That's the way that it works.
That's right. Well, that's the
Huntington and MAHS.
We're going to go with Huntington.
I agree.
Well, but now let me tell you something. This MAHS, Dan, if you remember a couple of years ago, they came right up here in the first round, and they had a young man by the name of Cameron Miller. He was number 2. He was about 6'2", 180 as a sophomore then. Now this young man is a senior. He's still about 6'2". He's put on a little bit more weight. He is the number 14 recruit in the state of Tennessee and has lots of Southeastern Conference offers. But I think Huntington's physicalness is just going to be too much tonight.
Pearl-Cohn is at Hardin County.
If Barry Brown was playing for Pearl-Cohn, I might pick another upset right there. But with him not being in the ball game, I just think that tilts the needle towards Hardin County.
Jackson Northside's playing at Medina against South Gibson.
These two teams, here's another rematch. These two teams had a heck of a game the first time they played. South Gibson held a lead late, a 2-touchdown lead late, if memory serves me correctly, and Northside came back and won. I don't think that's going to happen tonight, and I'm going with South Gibson.
Henry County's at Munford.
This is another one, Dan, that has a chance to be a very, very good football game. I'm going to go with Henry County on the road just because they've been there, And I don't know that Mumford
Been there, done that.
I don't know if Mumford's seen the size and the speed that they're going to see tonight.
Last one, Jackson Christian at Nashville Christian.
Well, you know, I would really love to go with Jackson Christian, seeing as how they're a member of the Worthy Road Studio family, but I just can't do it. Got to go with Nashville Christian on this one.
That completes Terry's picks. What did Coach Jacobs have to say about your picks?
Hey, I think I missed one last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, said we need to start a FanDuel site. I don't know if I'd go that far, but you know, I just kind of go with what my gut tells me.
Yeah, that's correct. That's what we got to do. Anyway, let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for this game. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Duncan's Pharmacy is celebrating their 47th year in business this year. In January 2016, they opened Duncan's Express Pharmacy inside of the Trenton Medical Center as a second location. We are proud to serve the communities of Trenton, Humboldt, and Gibson County. At our pharmacy, we believe that being a local independent pharmacy means providing healthcare services to our patients that are customized to meet their individual needs. Our aim has always been to provide the very best prescription service at the most reasonable price. Try Duncan's Pharmacy for your next prescription, and you will be glad you did.
Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is a newly renovated 4-star facility in Trenton. It is the only Eden and Bronze facility within 200 miles of West Tennessee. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation offers skilled and long-term services. There is a nurse practitioner in the facility 5 days a week who works in conjunction with the doctor. Virtual providers are also available. You can call at 855-4500. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is located at 2036 Highway 45 Bypass South in Trenton. Come visit us for your rehab needs.
J&B Motors, 447 South Main in Dyer, Tennessee, will buy, sell, or trade, and even finance in-house. At J&B Motors, you can even enjoy a lifetime warranty. J&B is a complete dealer with a mechanic shop and a detail shop. Just travel to Dyer, 447 South Main, or visit the website at jnbmotorsllc.com. J&B Motors doesn't care about your credit. They care about you, their customers. J&B Motors, 447 South Main, Dyer.
With extra pandemic unemployment funding coming to an end in Tennessee, you should not hesitate to find a job that pays what you need and treats you well, because those jobs are going to go as quickly as gasoline in a shortage. Apply today at McLean Power Systems in Trenton. This is what their workers had to say.
I like the atmosphere of the department I work in the warehouse, and I like my leadership team with the manager and supervisor.
I actually like that you are able to grow within the company. I started here as an operator in the sales, and I've been able to work my way up to a supervisor.
Honestly, it's every person I've kind of interacted with here. I've enjoyed every one of them.
I've been with McLean almost 2 years now, and I will have to say, not only with the great pay and benefits, leadership is absolutely wonderful.
Make your next career move to McLean today by texting POWER to 67664. That's POWER to 67664. McLean Power Systems is an equal opportunity employer.
And we just got the sack of goodies, and we want to thank them again.
Yeah, Miss Donna's outdone herself tonight. You know, they're telling us, hey, you only got 15. We got important stuff to do over here now.
I said, run another commercial.
Yeah,
they didn't pay any attention to me. No. All right.
No.
Okay, and McLean Power Systems brings you the starting lineups for tonight, and I hope we have them.
I hope we have them too. We'll go ahead. We got it. We're good. All right.
Okay.
For Trent Peabody, we're going to start with Sam Driggers, the quarterback, 60 for 103, 58%, 910 yards on the season, 15 touchdowns and just 3 interceptions. Last time against West Carroll had a huge night. He was 6 of 9 for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns. In the backfield, Khalid Ganaway, 132 carries, 1,323 yards for the Mr. Football semifinalist, 22 touchdowns. And last time we faced this Wake Forest, West Carroll defense, 8 carries for 116 yards and a couple of TDs. One receiver is, we think, Derek Key. Derek actually tweaked a hamstring during pregame, so we don't know for sure if he's going to go or not. If he does, 13 catches for 329 yards, averaging 25.3 6.3 yards per catch. And the last time we saw this bunch, and I know he's wanting to play, he had 3 for 111 and 2 touchdowns. Another receiver, DeMarcus Key's brother, 20 catches, 296 yards, and 4 touchdowns on the year. And then Malik Ganaway, 21 catches, 245 yards, and 5 touchdowns on the season. At tight end is number 86, Ethan Ray. And Ethan Ray will play H-back and tight end. He has 1 carry for 13 yards. The line, starting from left tackle, number 50, Connor Meadows, number 64, Isaac Nahan, 51, Jet McAllister, 57, David Witten, and number 68, Ed Burns at right tackle. As we flip over to the defensive side of the football, we're going to start with Jordan Shepard. Across the front, the senior has 23 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 6 hurries, and a quarterback sack. I think we're going to probably see Riley Vandiver at the, instead of Connor Meadows. We'll probably see Connor in there some too, but I think Riley will probably draw the start. 30 tackles on the year, 10 of those tackles for loss. And Dan, you think about that, 10 tackles for loss out of a kid that wasn't even expected to start this year. In the middle, Keandre Wolfork, the senior, has 18 total tackles, 2 quarterback hurries. And then on the other end, the side that nobody ever wants to run to, Jason Baskerville, he's tied for the team lead with 59 tackles. He has 16 tackles for loss, 5 quarterback sacks, a forced fumble, an interception, and also a fumble recovery. Both of those he returned for touchdowns. The linebacking core, Jacoby Albee starts at the Sam linebacker, the strong side linebacker, 26 tackles on the year. London Burkett in the middle, he's tied for the team lead with 59 total stops, 9 tackles for loss for the junior. And at the weak side linebacker will be McCoy Sewell, 37 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and a fumble recovery. In the secondary, it'll be Malik Ganaway at one corner, 27 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss. The other corner, now here's where it's going to determine, or it's going to be determined about whether Derek Key plays at safety. If Key doesn't go at safety, we're going to move DeMarcus Key back to that free safety position, and we will put Tyrone Brown, number 4, at the corner opposite of Malik Ganaway. So we probably won't know that until Peabody goes out on the field on defense for the first time. But regardless, Kylan Wade's going to be your other safety. 26 tackles on the year, 3 tackles for loss, and he has just done a yeoman's job back there at safety.
That's the starting lineup, and the starting lineup brought to you by McLean Power System. Tyson brings you the pregame show, and you're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
H&R AgriPower is your local Case IH dealer in Trenton, Tennessee, and a proud supporter of the Golden Tide.
Anderson Furniture and Floor Covering would like to thank the people of Gibson County for allowing them to serve you for 70 years. During football season, there's never a better place to be than sitting in your recliner watching the game. Come visit Anderson Furniture and Floor Covering, 110 High Street in Trenton, and check out the large collection of furniture and floor coverings. Good luck and roll Tide!
Raspberry Towing, 855-0099. One call and you're hooked. Raspberries has served the Gibson County area and surrounding counties for 39 years. Kyle Raspberry is the youngest officer appointed to the Tennessee Towing Association. Kyle is certified in light, medium, and heavy-duty wrecker recovery with the American Towing and Recovery Institute. So call Raspberry Towing at 855-0099. One call and you're hooked.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town & Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
Your hometown attorney, Jennifer Finch McEwen, is back on the square in Trenton, ready to help you with all your legal issues and preventative measures. Everyone needs an attorney from time to time, and Jennifer Finch McEwen is here to help. Whether your problem is divorce, child custody, child support, bankruptcy, criminal charges, wills and estates, or personal injury, or if you are just in need of general advice, Jennifer can serve your needs. With 15 years of criminal and civil experience, Jennifer can find the solution for which you are looking. Call or come by the Court Square in Trenton today. Roll Tide!
Thank you. Let us pray. Dear Lord, please help all the players and officials keep safe tonight. Thank you for allowing all of us to be here to play this great game of football. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Shout out Coach Booger. Thank you, Coach Booger. There you go.
Our national anthem played by the Peabody Band as we await the arrival of both these football teams to hit the field. They've already been out for their warm-ups, and now we await their arrival to go and get ready for this Game 2 of the state playoff system. If you win, you're back home again next Friday night. You'll either play Humboldt or Lake County.
Lake County.
Terry thinks it's going to be Lake County, and he could be very right. It is a cold night, as you know, or most of you will know, in West Tennessee, and we've had some rain. Terry, you've been down on the field. Any effects from that rain?
No, I don't think so. This field's in great condition, and I don't see that being any type of problem for either team.
Currently in Trenton, it's 47 degrees. It feels like 44. And there's a slight breeze. Not as brisk as it was before the front moved through a little earlier today, and we're having to kill critters in the press box.
I think I got him.
Terry, I think you got him again.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But,
you know, Dan, the one thing about every game in the state of Tennessee starting at 7 o'clock local time, we've already got some teams that I think we can say are going to move on. Alcoa, for one, they lead Gatlinburg-Pittman 49-0 not even halfway through the second quarter. Elizabethton, that we saw last year in Class 4A, leads Anderson County 21-0 in the second quarter. Farragut over Bradley Central 10-7, a game that some people around here might be interested in just for old time's sakes. Meigs County and Trousdale County are hooking up again tonight, and that's always a very good football game when those two get together. And right now, Meigs County, who is 10-0, leads Trousdale County 8-0. I was trying to look, see if there are any more, and there's really not any more.
Well, Terry, who's favored on the other top end of the bracket? Who would be favored to come out here?
I think you got to go with South Pittsburgh. You know, they were there last year. That's who Fayetteville beat. That's who Fayetteville beat in the finals last year, and you know, they have a very strong tradition. Produced a lot of Division I athletes, a lot of Division I football players out of that program, and I just think they're going to be the ones that we're going to see in Chattanooga.
Top seed coming out of the other district over there. You got Gordonsville. They were 9-1 coming in.
You know, Gordonsville traditionally has had some good teams. They haven't been the Gordonsville of old here lately, but evidently they've got things going back on the right path.
And then, as you said, South Pittsburgh, they played Red Boiling Springs, and tonight I think they are playing Clay County.
They are playing Clay County tonight.
And then in the upper bracket, you got Coalfield.
But I'm going to tell you, let's go back before we talk about Coalfield. Let's go back and talk about Clay County. If you remember, Clay County won the state basketball championship last year. And so they're sitting here, they're 10-1, South Pittsburgh's 8-2. I'm going to bet that a lot of those kids that played basketball are playing football. And
Clay County, you're right.
Clay County, you know, so I mean,
it's a very small
It's a small county. They share athletes just like, you know, we do here. You know, so that game, that could be a game. You know, that could be a game. I think that's one that we definitely need to keep our eyes on.
Well, it's time now to be watching that upper bracket and seeing how things develop. But we've got our own matters to take care of in this round 2. We'll have our own matters to take care of next week in round 3. And then round 4 is going to be at Donnybrook. Now, get ready. It's going to be a heck of a game.
It is. You know, I'm guessing, and we've talked about it all year, you're looking at a Fayetteville-McKenzie matchup in next Friday night. And let me see if I can find pretty quick where who will be hosting that. I think it will be – no, maybe McKenzie. Dan, but regardless.
It'll be Fayetteville.
Okay.
It'll be at Fayetteville.
All right.
They're the home team.
Yeah, all right, so it will be at Fayetteville, and Fayetteville's hosting all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's a long bus ride from McKenzie to Fayetteville.
That's in Lincoln County. That's
is that in Tennessee?
The captain's moving along the side as they get ready now for the toss of the coin. I don't know where these officials are from.
They are from Memphis is where they're from, and actually there was supposed to be a member on the crew. And they may have swapped crews and sent that crew somewhere else. A lady that I referee a little basketball with, as a matter of fact, I was with her Wednesday night over at Jackson State, and she said, I'm going to Peabody. I said, where are you going Friday? She said, I think I'm going to Peabody. And I said, well, I'll see you there. But down there on the field, I don't see her. So I'm assuming they switched her crew. because she does a very good job as an official. Looks like we got Sam Driggers, Jason Baskerville, and Brad Johnson as our captains, and across the way we've got Xander Moon, the quarterback for West Carroll, number 5, and then we got number 55, Hunter Lindsay, and number 71, Wyatt Hayes. All three of those are starters for West Carroll and Clayton Morse.
Waiting now for the officials. I think they're ready. Yep, the officials head out to the center of the field, and then they will wait. Am I incorrect? But we got 6 men, 6-man officials.
Yep. We'll go down to the field.
Jason Baskerville. Number 66, Brad Johnson.
Okay, I think we're having a little technical difficulty as you see the white hat who explaining to the captains
how to play football,
how he wants things to go tonight, and just covering just basics.
What does he say?
Basically, he's telling, hey, you guys are the leaders. If we need something, we're going to go through you. If you guys have a question, come to us. You can try to do some preventive officiating through your captains. And there's the toss of the coin. And
they
looks
look
like
at Peabody.
Peabody has won the toss. And okay, maybe West Carroll won the toss. I don't know. He looked over to Peabody
first.
Regardless, West Carroll's going to start this football game on offense, and Peabody is going to kick off and away from the scoreboard, as we'll have the scoreboard in the second quarters. That's pretty typical of what happens here. The team that kicks off to start the game kicks off away from the scoreboard so they can be facing the scoreboard should they need that for a 2-minute drive late in the half.
Worthy Road Studios are busy tonight following the Jackson Christian game. That's at Nashville, TCA. Jackson Christian's at Murfreesboro, right?
Jackson Christian's at Murfreesboro,
yeah.
Middle Tennessee Christian.
And
TCA. I'm sorry. Jackson Christian's at Nashville Christian. TCA is at MTCS.
Okay.
And there you see the Peabody Golden Tide men coming along as they do every home game down in front of the crowd. They have one state flag and then several American flags, and that's one of the many traditions that Dan and I just love to see. I think
it's great.
Oh, it is. There's no doubt that it is. West Carroll's taken the field, and I don't know if the scoreboard's wrong or what, but I've got 6:56, and they're saying there's only 20 seconds before we're going to kick off. So
maybe somebody miscalculated.
Yeah, maybe they did.
Worthy Road Studios also doing Union volleyball tonight.
That's right. We were told a little bit earlier that Lane College and Union University is playing a little basketball, and during the men's game they had a little tussle, and so they're trying to get that.
More on that at 10.
And I'm going to tell you, more on that about 10:20, and I can tell you from being in a one of those type games where that's happened, that's not a lot of fun for those three guys wearing the striped shirts.
But everybody else has a good time.
Oh, everybody else loves it. But
Terry.
It's no fun, let me tell you. I promise you, it's no fun. A lot of phone calls, a lot of reports going to get written tonight by those guys. I feel for them.
Peabody about to come through the banner, and the Tide Men are ready to go. Here they come. Coming right at you. Good camera work right there.
Great camera work. Hey, and one thing, Dan, I did mean to say, I know we had some audio problems during my interview with Shane Jacobs, and one thing that he said toward the end is he wanted to give a big shout-out to these 4 guys that working through the STEM program and working with Worthy Road Studios, and they're about the job that they're doing. I know you guys saw the video early, and I mean, it's just these guys do a great job, and so hats off to them, and hats off to Coach DeChara. Is that it, DeChara? I think I'm saying it right, but I never know for sure. But in leading that program, that's one of the mainstays for this school is that STEM program, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Just a great program that has a lot of kids involved.
Parker Vernon going to kick it off for Peabody. Let's see, back deep. Number 41, that is Jay Long for West Carroll.
I think number 21, Malik Lee, is back there with him. Jay Long was very, very active in the last contest.
He's a good athlete.
He is a good athlete.
Here we go. Peabody and West Carroll renewing a friendship. Here we go. Kick. End over end. Going to be taken by Lee. Dropped it. Picked it back up at the 15. Paid the price. He's eaten up at about the 13-yard line.
Jason Baskerville down on the kickoff team. And, Dan, it's not many times that you have your team-leading tackler and starting defensive end that, he outran everybody down that field. You see here on the Siler Thornton replay. Right there at the end, McCoy Sewell was down there also to help him out, and Jacoby Albee was there just in case.
Moon is the quarterback. They spot the ball. They say you got to reach the 15. That's where they spot it. So West Carroll starts off deep in their own territory at the 15-yard line. Xander Moon is the quarterback, and they spread them out wide right, wide left. 2 running backs back there with Moon. There's a snap, handoff goes to one of the backs, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all he could make. And that was number 2. That is Mims on. Well, I don't have a number 2 on
actually,
that.
That was Lee, number 21.
Okay. That was Malik Lee on the carry. Second down 10 from the 15-yard line.
Yeah, great job by Riley Vanderver and Jordan Shepard, the left side of that defensive line for Trenton Peabody, holding him to no gain.
Down to 10 on the play clock. 3 wide to the right side. Wing to the left. Moon back there by himself. Hands it off, goes to Lee again. And he picked up a couple. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. And mark it at about the 17.5, 18-yard line. So 3rd down coming up. Call it 7.
Yeah, just had some jet sweep action. And tell you what, a good thing, I'm looking out there and I see number 9, Derek Key, back there in the defensive secondary for Peabody, and that's a good thing to see. Just really weren't sure if he was going to be able to go tonight.
To the 17-yard line, 18-yard line. 2 wide to the left side. Lone running back. Wing right. Goes in motion to the left. And the quarterback keeps. This is Moon, and he's plowed under at the 21-yard line. Gain of a couple on the play. And it is going to be 4th down. 4th down and close to 4 yards to go. They go into punt formation. New punting team comes in. The punter is Seth Edwards. He's a junior, number 40, if that's who they send out.
No, actually,
and they got 35.
Yeah, they're sending their kicker.
That is Martinez.
Yeah, he's going to try a little rugby style. I saw him practicing it in pregame.
Snap good. Flag down. Punch short. And it's going to be picked up at the 45 to the 40 to the 35 to the 30 and knocked out of bounds somewhere around the 25, but hold the bus what the flag is about.
I think we're going to have an illegal formation against West Carroll, and I'm sure that will be declined. Yep.
It is declined. And it's going to be first down and 10 for Peabody from the West Carroll 26-yard line. 9:29 on the clock when Peabody first lays their hands on the football. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Ganaway back there is a running back. Sam Driggers, the quarterback, works out of the gun for Peabody. Official says let's play. Now they're talking with Coach Jacobs about something down there. I can't tell you what it can possibly be.
I don't know if
Just keep the white hat in the center of your screen.
I really don't know. I don't know
I
if
have
they were
no
talking
idea.
about the penalty or what, but regardless.
This is the 26-yard line. Man goes in motion to the right side, and there's a snap, and there goes Ganaway with the football. Down to the 20, down to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and still on his feet, and then finally taken out at about the 2-yard line. What a run by Ganaway.
I tell you what, that's a lot of strength out of that young man right there. You'll see, makes a great cut right there, and then breaks. There's one, then makes a nice move and gets out of another couple of tackles and finally wrestled out of bounds by Walters.
It's a 1st and 10 and an Amy Greer State Farm. 1st and goal to go, I should say, from the 1-yard line. In the I formation, there's a snap. There goes Ganaway into the end zone untouched. Touchdown Tide. And it's 6-0 Peabody. Mark the time at 9:08 in the first quarter. That was the first score of this game.
Yeah, just straight ahead, hand it off to him, let him follow in there. Of course, got great push up front and easy score for Peabody.
Minton in to attempt the extra point. Lee will hold. Ball down, kick up, kick is perfect, and it's 7-0 Tide. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Bell Shirt and Sign Company has been family owned and operated since 1969 in Trenton. Located next to Peabody High School, we provide high quality, timely, and professional service to local schools, communities, churches, and businesses. All graphic design, printing, sewing, and engraving is done in-house, so we control the quality and service ourselves. With access to the brands you want, we carry a large selection of Peabody shirts, caps, polos, and other items to show off your school spirit. If you are needing screen printing, embroidery, signs, or engraving done, stop by and see us today. And as always, roll Tide.
Parker Vernon's going to kick off again for Peabody. He's getting a workout these last several games, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Let's see. This is his second kickoff, and waiting on West Carroll now to come out on the field. That touchdown is brought to you by Christian Family Medicine, the extra point, and the kickoff brought to you by Trenton Health and Rehab. The first quarter brought to you by Duncan's Express Pharmacy. Vernon ready to kick it off. Let's see where he goes with it. Wind is to his back. High end over end kick going to be retrieved at the 15. This is Lee, I believe, and he lowers the head and goes straight ahead to the 26-yard line. There's a fumble on the play. Peabody says they have the ball. Let's see what the officials say. Official says, nope, it belongs to West Carroll.
We'll see here on the Siler Thornton replay. See Lee head right up the middle. Yeah, the ball did come out, and I tell you what, McCoy Sewell was very, very close to getting on that football for Trenton Peabody.
Ball at the 26, first down and 10 for West Carroll. War Eagles, right?
That's them.
Boy, they've had some good basketball teams through the years at West Carroll High School. 3 wide to the left side, wing right. Moon back there. Snap and fakes the handoff. Didn't fool anybody but me. And a gain a yard by Moon. He got one. Faked the handoff to number 41, Jay Long, as he was going in motion. He tucked it and kept it. Didn't fool anybody. Second down and 9.
Yeah, great job by Ganaway, Baskerville, and Albee. All
we
coming
had,
up.
We
had a
had
little
sideline replay.
Yeah, that's
something new every week.
Something not new. It's 2nd and 9 or 2nd and long for West Carroll.
Long. It's normal.
It is.
2 wide to the right side, wing left. Man back there with Long, and he takes the ball, and that was number 21 that time, Malik Lee. And he gained about a yard to the 27.
Well, I tell you what, they gave him a yard. They're being
very generous.
Christmas is early tonight.
I think Christmas was early on that kickoff.
I think so also.
3rd down and 8.
Good job by Colin Wade coming up from safety position to put the brakes on that play.
3rd down and 8. 2 wide to the left side. Lone running back there to Moon. There's Peabody comes in a hurry, and it is incomplete. And both players getting up slow. And that time, DeMarcus Key went sky. Watch this.
Yeah, you see here on the side of the replay. Actually, that's Colin Wade. Dan, that pass intended for Drassel. I'm going to mispronounce his name, but
it's 4th down.
Regardless, again.
4th down and 8. There'll be a rush. There's a snap. It's good. Rush was on, and he got a punt away. And it's going to take a bounce, but it's picked up back there by Lee, DeMarcus Lee. And he was brought down in a hurry at the 33-yard line. So Peabody backed up now to the 33-yard line, their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, DeMarcus kind of misjudged that, and I think was going to go try to make something happen, and wasn't able to do so. But
here comes Peabody again.
Just more total yardage we can get.
2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Ganaway back there in the back. Rush is on, and a keeper straight ahead. Oh, that's Ganaway. Ganaway to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, and knocked out of bounds. Ganaway again.
Yeah, down to
Watch this.
Yeah.
Faked it.
Caught him in the blitz, and then Gleek makes a couple of them miss, gets to the outside, and picks up 38 on that.
Ball to the 29-yard line. That's a Amy Greer State Farm first down. 2 wide to the right side, 1 to the left. Sam Driggers. Snap, hands it off, goes around the corner, and picks up another first down. That's Malik Ganaway. Now he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, just jet sweep.
1 yard shy.
Yep. Just jet sweep, trying to get him out there in the open, and brings up 2nd down and 1 for Peabody. We got Twins to the left side. DeMarcus Key up top along with Ethan Ray. Ganaway in the backfield with Driggers.
Here we go. There's a snap. It's low. It picks it up. Lateral pass. It's complete. Looking for running room. This is Malik Ganaway to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Tide. Malik Ganaway into the end zone. At the 5:58 mark.
Well, this is what you call making lemonade out of lemons. We had
that was busted, wasn't it?
Had problems with the snap, and that just shows the overall team speed advantage that Trenton Peabody has.
Mitten in to attempt the extra point. Lee will be holding. Ball down, kick up, kick is perfect. 14-0. Tide leading. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
We're with local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Well, Vaughn is going to kick it off again. Parker Vernon going to kick it off. For the third time.
For the third time.
5:57 remaining in the first quarter. Peabody up 14-0 over West Carroll. Kickoff brought to you by Trenton Health and Rehab. Here it is. Line drive down the field taken by one of the upbacks at about the 22. And he is brought down quickly at about the 33, 34-yard line. First down and 10 for West Carroll.
Yeah, it was Jaden Milton on the return.
Ball at the 33-yard line, where it is first down and 10.
Dyersburg leads Millington 6-0. 2 minutes into that game. Tullahoma already up 14-0 on Montgomery Central.
Tullahoma hadn't lost all year.
No, they're
perfect record.
Yeah, they got a good bunch.
Wide to the right, wide to the left for West Carroll. Out of the gun. Handoff goes. This is number 21. That is Lee on the carry. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, this Peabody defense is just suffocating any run game that West Carroll's trying to establish. You see Jacoby Albee and Kylan Wade
grasping at the ball.
Yeah. Great job out of both those young men.
2nd down and 10. Coming to you tonight from the Fly Bowl.
Yeah. Dan Dresden leads Fayetteville 7-6.
Oh.
5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Wide right, wide left, out of the gun. Goes straight back, gets some pressure. Moon running to the left side, and he is going to be brought down. He picked up about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Official standing at the 37, so it's going to be 3rd down coming up.
Yeah.
3rd down and 7.
Forced him out of the pocket. And there you see Jason Baskerville and London Burkett pursuing. Baskerville's the one that gets to him first, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
from the 36-yard line. Moon gets signal from the sideline.
South Gibson's taking a 7-0 lead over Jackson Northside.
2 wide to the left, wing to the right side. Man goes in motion to the right. He goes straight back. Looks for a receiver down the field. He's getting pursued. Puts up a pass. It's intercepted and at the 50-yard line. Malik Ganaway with the interception. Close to the midfield mark. May put it down on the 50. Now it keeps moving.
Yeah, about the 49.
Back to the 48.
Yeah.
They're the 48-yard line.
Oh, well, he missed that.
Inside Peabody territory. He
did miss it. He stepped out right at the 49, but that's okay. That's another yard of offense we can get.
2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Ganaway as tailback, I formation. Snap, Ganaway, pitch back, looks down the field all by himself, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. Beautiful play. Now if you go talk to DeMarcus, should have caught that.
Yeah, Jay Taylor told me they had this in the repertoire and that we'd probably see it tonight. A little flea flicker, and I mean DeMarcus is wide open for a touchdown, and we got a sideline warning against West Carroll. So
that's dreaded.
Slap on the wrist. Yeah, they'll give DeMarcus a little crap about that, about not catching that one.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. Stand up, sit down, fight. Let's go. I don't know what the officials are waiting on.
I don't know if they have to log that or.
Why would they log it?
Because if they get another one, then it's a penalty.
Out of the gun. There goes Ganaway. Ganaway pushing, got the first down, and is finally brought down at about the 32-yard line. And that's an Amy Greer State Farm first down.
Yeah, just
straight ahead
Straight ahead, pretty much. You got DeHaan and Ray pulling and Ganaway getting up through there, and that's 84 yards on 4 carries for him unofficially. Dan McKenzie is taking a 7-0 lead over Cornersville, and Huntington is taking a 7-0 lead over MAHS.
What does that stand for?
Memphis Academy of Health Sciences.
Okay. Under center now is Driggers. And there's a pitch. It goes to DeMarcus. And he's to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and out of bounds. Flip went to DeMarcus Key, and he gets to about the 12-yard line, and that's another Amy Greer State Farm first down. 2:55 remaining in the first quarter of play.
Yeah, just reverse right there and let trying to get the ball to our guys out in space and let them use their athletic ability.
2 wide right, 2 to the left, out of the gun. And a handoff goes to Ganaway straight ahead, 10. And he's to the 5. And he is in the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Clock still running. We'll call it 2:41.
Yeah, just there's Khalid Ganaway being Khalid Ganaway. There you see Isaac DeHaan blocking, getting a block 10 yards downfield, staying with the block. Great job by Isaac right there.
Minton ready for the extra point. Ball down, kick up, kick is perfect. It's 21-0. Tide leading. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
I'm Gibson County Mayor Tom Witherspoon. As Christmas approaches and our minds shift to what to get the children, puppies often come to mind. I want to ask each of you to consider adopting a pet from the Gibson County Animal Shelter. We always have several to choose from, and it would be a tremendous help to us. So please, have your pet spayed or neutered. Thank you to all of our responsible pet owners, and adopt a shelter animal. They'll love you for it. Thank you.
Gibson County Utility District has provided Gibson County and the surrounding area with natural gas since 1953. We pride ourselves on our dedication to the comfort and safety of our customers and the citizens of Gibson County. And as citizens, you can do your part. Always be sure to call 811 before digging in order to avoid hitting a gas line or any other buried utility. Gibson County Utility District for better living in your community.
Well, Parker Vernon going to kick it off again. Fourth time in the quarter. 2:05 remaining in the quarter. Clock run after the touchdown down to 2:05. Here's the kickoff. High end over end kick taken by one of the at the 20 to the 25 to the 30 to the 35 and brought down there at about the 44-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. Good return by Jay Long. He has some athletic ability, that young man does, and it showed on that. Ball at the 44-yard line, first down and 10, as Moon brings his team into huddle.
Dan, one thing that I've noticed this bunch, they are even now when the clock's not moving, they're trying to use as much of the play clock as possible.
After this play, come down.
Moon ready. There's a snap. Hands it off. Looks down the field. This is Long. Long is going to get slung down for a loss on the play back to the 38. Terry?
Yeah, just they tried their own little razzle-dazzle right there, and Derek Key comes in from his safety position as he reads the first play, sees Long with the ball, and then comes up and just tackles him for a 7-yard loss.
It'll be second down and 17. Ball goes back to the 37-yard line. And clock running, Peabody leading 21-0. We're in the first quarter, in the last minute of it. Play clock down to 8. Wide to the left side. Out of the gun is Moon. Man goes in motion. A little pass. It's complete and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. Pass went to Malik Lee. And no gain on the play. It'll be third down and 17.
Yeah, that's just trying to get something positive going, and that is technically a pass because of the action of the quarterback.
And it was a forward pass.
It was a forward pass. Dan, Hardin County and Pearl Cone are tied at 7 with 4:27 left in the first quarter.
Here comes West Carroll to the line of scrimmage, too wide to the left side. Moon working out of the gun. There's a snap, fakes the handoff. Little pass, it's going to be complete. Caught by Lee, and he's upended and brought down at the 49, but that's not enough for a first down. It's going to be fourth down and 5 from the 49, but I would suspect they're going to go for it.
Well, they're kind of getting to the point. That's a great play design right there. Fake it to Lee and then let him keep going, and they're going to have the quarter to talk about it.
End of the first quarter play. The score: Peabody 21, West Carroll 0. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are. Keep
cheaper in the country.
At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
4th down and 5 as we start the second quarter of play. Peabody up 21-zip over West Carroll. West Carroll with the football on 4th down call at the 49-yard line. West Carroll to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide to the left, a wing to the right. Now another one goes to the left. And the quarterback keeps and goes straight ahead, and he didn't make it, and the ball a turnover. Ball goes to the 47-yard line. That's where Peabody will take over, 1st down and 10.
Yeah, just tried quarterback draw with Moon, and he got 4, but needed 5. Dan, we got some updates. Riverside Summertown tied 7-7. Pearl Cone has scored 64 yards out to lead Hardin County 14-7. Henry County leads Munford. It was 14-0. Munford's just scored to make it 14-7. USJ up on Kings Academy 21-0. And in Middle Tennessee Christian 8, TCA nothing.
There's going to be some upsets tonight.
There is, I agree.
Driggers under center. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the right side, got a man open, it's complete. And Derek.
Ganaway.
That's Ganaway.
Yep, that's Malik.
Malik Ganaway to the 34-yard line, and it goes out of bounds there. It's going to be a Amy Greer State Farm 1st down. 34-yard line.
Yeah, great job just pushing deep and then breaking it off and running a little deep comeback route and picking up 19 yards.
First and 10 for Peabody. Tyrone Brown into the game, goes wide to the left side. And man in motion to the left side. There's a handoff. It goes to Ganaway. And Ganaway down to, still keeps going, down to about the 8 or 9 yard line. As you just saw it there, Ganaway, nobody could stop it.
Yeah,
look at this.
Let's
see how many times he was hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's 1st and goal for Peabody from about the 8-yard line. 7 or 8 yard line.
I think it's a little close to the 7.
I formation. There goes Ganaway again. Straight ahead football. And guess what? Into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Mark the time. 10:59. Kalik Ganaway with his 3rd touchdown of the night. From 7 yards out, takes it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's 27-0. Minton in to attempt the extra point. Owen Lee will hold. Ball down, kick up, kick is perfect. 28-0 Tide. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Utility Solutions Underground, located in Trenton, takes care of all kinds of projects such as trenching, digging, boring of 1 inch or smaller bores, and storm or light cleanup. Owner and operator Tommy Castleman has been serving the Gibson County area for 40 years and has the experience and know-how to get the job done right the first time. Utility Solutions is fully licensed and insured, so give them a call today at 731-420-0593 for a free estimate. No job too big or too small. Utility Solutions Underground. Let us dig for you.
Roll Tide.
Parker Vernon going to kick off for the 5th time in this ball game. Peabody leads 28-0. And that touchdown brought to you by Christian Family Medicine. This kickoff by Trenton Health and Rehab. And there it is, a line drive, in over in. It's touched and dropped, and now they come out of the end zone with it. And he got by 2, got by 3, still running, and he's going to be finally down at the 45-yard line. He was a rabbit.
Yeah, you know, it happens like that. You see here on the Siler Thornton replay, long fumbles it a little bit, and I think when that happens, the kickoff team kind of relaxes a little bit, thinks they've got him, and I tell you what, he made some people miss and did a great job, and is knocked out by Cameron Bonds along with some help from William Baskerville.
Ball at the 42-yard line. It's 1st down and 10 for West Carroll on their own 42-yard line. Jay Long is an athlete. I've said that over and over tonight, but that was just an example there of his speed. 2 wide to the left, wing to the left side. Snap, little lateral pass. It's complete, goes to Long, and he's going to be run out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. So a pickup of 4, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 6 to go.
Yeah, you know, Dan, I think that I think he kind of drew back like he was going to try to throw it for a double pass, but I think the first pass was forward, so
yes,
good thing he didn't. That would have been an illegal forward pass. He was able to pick up, I believe they're going to give him 5 on that up to the 47. Dan, Hardin County has scored again. Caden Pope scores his 2nd touchdown of the night, and they have tied Pearl Cone 14-all. It's that may be whoever has the ball last.
2 wide to the left. Moon looks, fires it up the middle, almost picked off. It'll be 3rd down, close to 5.
Yeah, that one hit Derek in a bad place, hit him right in the hands. That's a catch he usually makes. So 3rd down, 5.
Clock stopped at 10:31. West Carroll again to the line on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Man goes in motion. Fakes the handoff and keeps it. And he is brought down for a loss. Back to the 43-yard line is where they're going to mark it. It's going to be 4th down, close to 10.
Yeah,
nothing went right with that play.
No, that one was in trouble from the beginning.
DeMarcus Key drops back deep for Peabody as the punt team comes in.
Dan Fayetteville has scored again, and they now lead Dresden. They went for 2 and made it 14-7 Fayetteville.
Martinez is going to punt it. Punts it away. It's short. And it takes a Peabody roll this time, and it's going to be down at the 41-yard line. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 for Peabody from the 41-yard line. 9:39 remaining, first half of play.
See if we can Nashville Christian is scored. They lead Jackson Christian 7-0. Haywood leads Melrose 6-0.
There's a snap. Driggers looks down the field, fires a bullet. He got him this time. DeMarcus Key going into the end zone. Touchdown. 9:25. 9:26. DeMarcus Key with the touchdown. And let's see, that ball was at the,
59 yards.
59 yards.
Yep.
Pass from Driggers to DeMarcus Key. Driggers just threaded the needle there. Excellent pass, good reception. And into the game, Minton going to attempt the extra point. Ball down, kick up, kick is perfect, and it's 35-0 tied. 9:26 remaining first half. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Trenton Light and Water Department provides electric, water, and wastewater services for customers inside the city limits of Trenton, Tennessee. We support all Trenton Special School District endeavors, academic, athletic teams, band, and extracurricular clubs and activities at Trenton Elementary School, Trenton Rosenwald Middle School, and Peabody High School. Our office is temporarily located in downtown Trenton at 110 South College Street in the Steel Building, while a new office and warehouse building is being constructed at our Armory Street location. Please contact our office or visit our website, www.trentonlw.com, for payment options, online, bank draft, ACH, by phone, and our new phone app. Roll Tide and Lady Tide from Trenton Light and Water. We are honored to serve all the citizens of Trenton.
Well, now for the sixth time.
Yeah.
We're going to kick off. That touchdown brought to you by Christian Family Medicine. This kickoff by Trenton Health and Rehab. High kick going to be retrieved at about the 9, out to the 15, to the 20, and brought down finally close to the 30-yard line.
Coach Taylor said he might get in Eric for the run tonight.
Right at the 30-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 for West Carroll. We're back here again next Friday night. I'm going to say that officially.
You're going to go ahead and say it? Yeah. That's okay.
That's not a mock to West Carroll. That's just,
kind of how it is.
How it is.
Still on two.
It's 35-0. Moon goes back, looks down the field, fires it up the middle, got a man open, and it is complete to Long, number 41. Jay Long on the reception, and good pass by Moon to Long, and it goes down to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, Wade was in pretty good position. All he had to do was just kind of turn around. But he turned his head back and looked at the receiver. If he comes down on the football, I think he could have known at least when to jump and take a swipe at it. But
first and 10.
Dan Henry County has scored again. They lead Mumford 21-14 with 7:16 left until halftime.
Too wide to the left. Moon out of the gun, goes straight back again. Gets some pressure, rolls now to the left side, runs out of bounds. Lost yardage on it. He was getting some pressure from really both sides. He did the best that he could do. And let's see, to the 33.
Yeah, lost a couple there.
Back two.
McCoy Sewell, you can see from his weak side linebacker, comes up. Great job, great angle. And of course, if I had Jason Baskerville and Sewell and Shepard after me, I might run out of bounds too. That's
run as never before.
That's right.
33-yard lines where they mark it. Second down and about 12. They go 3 wide to the right side. Wide right is Long. Moon out of the gun. Here comes the rush, and Moon's hit once and still on his feet and is brought down at about the 28-yard line. It's going to be third down coming up. This is 4-down territory, of course. Got an injured player for West Carroll.
That may be
the quarterback.
That may be Moon. See if we can get a shot of the injured player from our sideline. There we go. Yep, that's number 5. I can see it on the side. That's he took a pretty good shot to the head. If we can get that, do we have that on replay? We don't have it on replay. Okay. Yeah, it's number 5. The quarterback, when he was going down, he took a pretty good shot to the head, and you hate to see that. That's a fine football player right there. South Gibson, Dan, has scored again. They lead Jackson Northside 14-0.
But you remember the last game?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That those two teams played. It was war each way.
It was. And
Moon is up walking on his own power, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Third down and 7 coming up here for West Carroll.
Dan, I'm going to tell you something. That young man, he's probably done. I don't think he knows where he is. Clayton Morris is giving the side judge lots of grief right there. Probably going to see Jackson Mims, number 3. He came in. He played some in the first game through a few passes. One of them got picked off, and so we'll see. Yep, Jackson Mims is into the ball game.
Ready for the snap. There it is. Rush is on, and he's going to be slung down for a big loss. Loss on the play. They're going to mark it at around the 30. He puts it down at the 38-yard line. It's 4th down and long from the 38.
Yeah.
They went after the new quarterback.
Yeah, Jackson Mims meet Jason Baskerville. Thank you for playing. Have a great day. I'll help you up, then I'm going to come do it again.
Wide to the left.
It's cover long. He's up. Now we got.
He's on top.
We may have unsportsmanlike. I guarantee you that's what we're fixing to have. Clayton Morris is Clayton. Is that right? Am I saying the right name? Right name. Yes, Clayton Morris is giving that sideline judge heck over the hit on Moon. And
that's what they got.
Yeah.
That's going to cost them 15 more on this 4th down. And it was on the head coach.
Yeah, you see his one of his assistants they did their job, just probably not quite quick enough. They tried to get over and get him away. And that's part of the assistant's job. When you see the head coach getting heated before he gets that 15, you got to get him and get him away and tell that side judge, hey, I got him. Just don't flag us. I got him. So now Peabody's going to call timeout.
Timeout's going to be called. Timeout on the field. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Believe it or not, insurance has become one of the largest parts of most family budgets. How many times have you thought to yourself, man, that seems expensive? At Seiler Thornton Agency, we represent several different insurance companies, so we have the flexibility to shop your coverages and find the best value. Seiler Thornton Agency has been taking care of insurance needs in Gibson County for over 20 years. We are proud to be a Trenton business, and we love to support the Peabody Golden Tide. Call us today or stop by for a free quote. Seiler Thornton Agency. Our business is you.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
4th down and forever coming up here for West Carroll. They're going to go for it.
Well,
why not?
Why? Well, I mean, I understand.
There's a snap. He's going to look, and pass is incomplete. Peabody will take over. 1st down and 10 on the West Carroll 47-yard line.
Dan, a couple of games from the other side of the State, Trousdale has scored, and they've tied it up with Meigs 8-8, and that's just, I guess, a personal game I'm keeping up with. And South Pittsburgh leads Clay County 17-0.
Interesting.
So, and Henry County has scored again. They lead Mumford 28-14.
Peabody to the line, 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Out of the gun is Driggers. Man goes in motion, begins wing to the right side, and there's a handoff, goes straight up the middle. That is Bonds. And he gets down to the 36-yard line.
And there's a flag that comes in late. Yeah, see if we can watch here toward the end of the play. Great job by the line, opening up a hole for Bonds, and Connor Meadows just comes up and pushes him forward and gets him 10 yards. Now I think we're going to have something after. We're going to have personal foul or unsportsmanlike on, I think, on DeMarcus Key. I think he said something to the West Carroll people, and you really don't need to do that. Anytime the White Hat starts riding, it's not good for your team. We got one offsetting.
It's first down.
Terry, did you hear it? Unsportsmanlike on West Carroll and on Peabody, they cancel out. 1-2.
It's first down and 10 for Peabody. If you're going to get those, it's good. It's offsetting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bonds back there with Driggers. 3 wide to the right side, 1 to the left. Snap. Handoff goes to Bonds. He runs into a pile and tries to get out of it and gets down to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to give him a yard, and good job by Cameron.
He ran right into the mountain.
Well, the thing about it is they brought pressure, double bullets from the outside, and they were able to get there really before Cameron was able to get going. So
second down and 9.
Nashville Christian scored again down. They lead Jackson Christian 14-0.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. Out of the gun. There's the snap. Bonds goes to the left side, looks for running room at the sidelines, and is brought down at about the 30-yard line. It's going to be third down.
And Dan, I would say Khalid Ganaway's night is probably over. 7 carries for 135 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's unofficially. See that Huntington and Memphis Academy of Health Science has gone to the halftime, and Huntington still holds a 7-0 lead.
Out of the gun is Driggers. 2 wide to the right. Handoff, straight ahead football, and down to the 26. I think that's enough for a first down.
It is. It should be. There was 3rd and 3 from the 30. And so I think he's going to get.
I think he picked up 4 yards.
He did.
And he did, and the ball's at the 26, and it's a Amy Greer State Farm first down. First down and 10. Ball down close to the 25. Clock running, 4.5 remaining in the first half of play. There comes Peabody to the line of scrimmage. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Bonds back there. Snap. Handoff goes to Bonds, and he got free and goes to the right and gets down to about the 10-yard line. And that's enough for another first and 10. Amy Greer State Farm first down.
Yeah, great job. Is that a Marion Skinner?
Why are they bringing it back?
I don't know. We had a flag.
I didn't see a flag.
I didn't either, so we got a hold.
Holding Peabody.
Hold on Peabody, yeah.
That's costly. And it brings it back to the 32. I didn't see the flag at all.
Well, I didn't either. Now we got a timeout.
Timeout called by Peabody. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Eddie and Clint Sturgeon have been serving Trenton for over 30 years and at the current location for 13 years, offering 2 drive-through windows, free delivery, after-hours emergency service, and vaccinations. It's almost flu season, so it's time for your flu shot. I know nobody wants either one. The flu shot takes less than 5 seconds, but the flu lasts for a week. So take your shot or take your chances. You can get the flu anywhere, but get your flu shot at Eddie's Pharmacy. No appointment needed for either one. At Hardy, Martin & Owens, we handle personal injury, divorce and family law, criminal defense, and wills and estates. We are experienced in all courts in West Tennessee. With 3 locations, Trenton, Milan, and Jackson, we are conveniently located to handle all your legal needs. Not many lawyers will give you their personal cell phone number, but Bradley Owens will. Bradley's cell number is 731-234-2400. Call Bradley today.
Still 1st and 10. There you see the Peabody cheerleaders. First down at about 16 yards to go. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Goes straight back, lateral pass. It's complete. Moving straight ahead. Still on his feet on the far side over there. And that was Ganaway. Kalik Ganaway. Make that Malik Ganaway.
Yeah.
And let's see where he got to. That was a good play.
Yeah.
Normally I don't like the sideline passes. Down to about the 12-yard line. And it's 1st down and 10 for Peabody. That's an Amy Greer State Farm first down. 3:45 remaining. I bet this time it's Bonds. James Bond. And there he goes. Looking for running room. Cuts back in. Gets down to about the 3. Bonds on the carry. And the blitz running in.
Yeah, see, they're doing anything they can. They're blitzing pretty much every play from the outside.
Ball better at the 4. It's 2nd down. About 3 yards to go for a 1st down. 4 yards to go for a touchdown. Drigger's going to go straight ahead, pushing. Into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. It's 41-0. Mark the time. 2:53. Driggers with a touchdown. That student body straight ahead, wasn't it?
That's so we used to call that play 10 wedge. Everybody blocks down, and we're going to try to wedge our way in, and that's exactly what happened.
Minton in to attempt the extra point. Owens will hold. Ball down, kick up, kick is perfect, and it's 42-0. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
We're working right now for our families and our nation and all the countries.
I take great pride knowing that I'm feeding the nation and keeping the shelves full.
And we produce a lot of protein, so it's always good to keep, good food out there for the world.
The company, they provide masks, face shields, barriers.
As a team member, I feel really safe.
It feels good to help people in a time of crisis like now.
Driggers on a 4-yard run brings you a touchdown, courtesy of Christian Family Medicine for the 7th time in this half of play. Peabody's going to kick off.
Dan, some updates. Westview leads Fairleigh 13-6. Forest leads Lewis County 13-0. Riverside 21. Summertown 7. McKenzie 21. Cornersville nothing. Trying to see 14-0 Haywood over Melrose. 28-0 Dyersburg over Millington, and 20-0 East Nashville over Waverly. You got to feel for those Waverly kids.
Mm-hmm.
They have been able to play a game on their own stadium all year, and to get to the second round as we saw them here last year, that's good for them.
Here's the kickoff, high end over end kick. Going to be retrieved at about the 17, out to the 20, to the 25, and going to be brought down, crosses the 30, crosses the 35, and brought down somewhere around the 38-yard line, I think. Now they're going to bring him across the 40 on the far side.
Covington, Dan leads Ripley 7-0. Kind of thought that game would be, I guess, I've got a flag. Well, it was 30-20 when they played earlier in the season. I thought that would be a little bit more of a wider margin.
It was down. They brought the ball back and started counting the penalty. I have no idea what the penalty was.
No.
I didn't see a signal at the 50-yard line. Anyway, that's where West Carroll will start. 2:44 remaining. Too wide to the left for West Carroll. Out of the gun. Goes straight back. Looks. Gets some pressure. He's going to be sacked and brought down at about the 40-yard line. So it's going to be second down and close to 20.
Yeah,
now they give a good mark there. They get him into the 42.
Yeah, that's going to be number 26, Jeremiah Buford, coming in from his linebacker's position to record a sack. Good for Jeremiah.
Second down, 18. Clock running. 2:10 remaining. Too wide to the left side. Drops straight back. Looks, gets some pressure, puts it up into the air, and it is intercepted. It was tipped and then picked up by Peabody. That's number 6.
Jacoby Albee.
Albee gets the tip. As you see here, watch it. It's tipped up there, and there he was. Albee at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that's your old tip drill. Ball was we got a flag.
It was against West Carroll and was declined.
The old tip drill as Tyrone Brown in coverage tipped the ball and tipped it right to Jacoby Albee, and it was Jacoby on the spot.
There's a snap, and there's a handoff. And here we go around the corner on the right side, and out at the 50-yard line is Bonds. And a pickup of about 7 on the play. It's going to be second down, close to 3.
Zone blocking to the right. Everybody occupies somebody, and good job by Mr. Bonds picking up 7. Will be nice if he could break one.
It would. He's very capable of it.
He is.
Too wide to the right side. Sam Driggers at quarterback. There's a snap. There goes Bonds again, straight ahead. And he picks up the first down to the 38-yard line. Bonds on the carry with 55 seconds remaining. That's an Amy Greer State Farm first down. The 38-yard line. Up under center is Driggers. They show Blitz. And he takes the knee. Down to 25 seconds remaining, and that's going to be the last play of the first half. First half is completed. The score, Peabody 42, West Carroll nothing. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
State Farm agent Amy Greer, 308 South College Street in Trenton, is where the customer's needs always come first. When life storms hit your home or your family, you're able to rest easy when you deal with a 30-year professional, Amy Greer at State Farm in Trenton. Your North Gibson local agency serving Trenton, Dyer, Rutherford, Bradford, Kenton, and Yorkville. See Amy or Scarlett Davis Smith or Courtney Tyree Williams. Amy Greer, State Farm, Trenton.
Duncan's Pharmacy is celebrating their 47th year in business this year. In January 2016, they opened Duncan's Express Pharmacy inside of the Trenton Medical Center as a second location. We are proud to serve the communities of Trenton, Humboldt, and Gibson County. At our pharmacy, we believe that being a local independent pharmacy means providing healthcare services to our patients that are customized to meet their individual needs. Our aim has always been to provide the very best prescription service at the most reasonable price. Try Duncan's Pharmacy for your next prescription, and you will be glad you did.
Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is a newly renovated 4-star facility in Trenton. It is the only Eden and Bronze facility within 200 miles of West Tennessee. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation offers skilled and long-term services. There is a nurse practitioner in the facility 5 days a week who works in conjunction with the doctor. Virtual providers are also available. You can call at 855-4500. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is located at 2036 Highway 45 Bypass South in Trenton. Come visit us for your rehab needs.
J&B Motors, 447 South Main in Dyer, Tennessee, will buy, sell, or trade, and even finance in-house. At J&B Motors, you can even enjoy a lifetime warranty. J&B is a complete dealer with a mechanic shop and a detail shop. Just travel to Dyer, 447 South Main, or visit the website at jnbmotorsllc.com. J&B Motors doesn't care about your credit, they care about you, their customers. J&B Motors, 447 South Main, Dyer.
With extra pandemic unemployment funding coming to an end in Tennessee, you should not hesitate to find a job that pays what you need and treats you well, because those jobs are going to go as quickly as gasoline in a shortage. Apply today at McLean Power Systems in Trenton. This is what their workers had to say.
I like the atmosphere of the department I work in the warehouse, and I like my leadership team with the managers and supervisors.
I actually like that you are able to grow within the company. I started here as an operator in the sales, and I've been able to work my way up to a supervisor.
Honestly, it's every person I've kind of interacted with here. I've enjoyed every one of them.
I've been with McLean almost 2 years now, and I will have to say, not only with the great pay and benefits, leadership is absolutely wonderful.
Make your next career move to McLean today by texting POWER to 67664. That's POWER to 67664. McLean Power Systems is an equal opportunity employer.
H&R AgriPower is your local Case IH dealer in Trenton, Tennessee, and a proud supporter of the Golden Tide.
Anderson Furniture and Floor Covering would like to thank the people of Gibson County for allowing them to serve you for 70 years. During football season, there's never a better place to be than sitting in your recliner watching the game. Come visit Anderson Furniture and Floor Covering, 110 High Street in Trenton, and check out the large collection of furniture and floor coverings. Good luck and roll Tide!
Raspberry Towing, 855-0099. One call and you're hooked. Raspberries has served the Gibson County area and surrounding counties for 39 years. Kyle Raspberry is the youngest officer appointed to the Tennessee Towing Association. Kyle is certified in light, medium, and heavy-duty wrecker recovery with the American Towing and Recovery Institute. So call Raspberry Towing at 855-0099. One call and you're hooked.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town & Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
Your hometown attorney, Jennifer Finch McEwen, is back on the square in Trenton, ready to help you with all your legal issues and preventative measures. Everyone needs an attorney from time to time, and Jennifer Finch McEwen is here to help. Whether your problem is divorce, child custody, child support, bankruptcy, criminal charges, wills and estates, or personal injury, or if you are just in need of general advice, Jennifer can serve your needs. With 15 years of criminal and civil experience, Jennifer can find the solution for which you are looking. Call or come by the Court Square in Trenton today. Roll Tide! Bell Shirt and Sign Company has been family owned and operated since 1969 in Trenton. Located next to Peabody High School, we provide high quality, timely, and professional service to local schools, communities, churches, and businesses. All graphic design, printing, sewing, and engraving is done in-house, so we control the quality and service ourselves. With access to the brands you want, we carry a large selection of Peabody shirts, caps, polos, and other items to show off your school spirit. If you are needing screen printing, embroidery, signs, or engraving done, stop by and see us today, and as always, Roll Tide!
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
Riv Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
I'm Gibson County Mayor Tom Witherspoon. As Christmas approaches and our minds shift to what to get the children, puppies often come to mind. I want to ask each of you to consider adopting a pet from the Gibson County Animal Shelter. We always have several to choose from, and it would be a tremendous help to us. So please, have your pet spayed or neutered. Thank you to all of our responsible pet owners, and adopt a shelter animal. They'll love you for it. Thank you.
Gibson County Utility District has provided Gibson County and the surrounding area with natural gas since 1953. We pride ourselves on our dedication to the comfort and safety of our customers and the citizens of Gibson County. And as citizens, you can do your part. Always be sure to call 811 before digging in order to avoid hitting a gas line or any other buried utility. Gibson County Utility District for better living in your community.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Utility Solutions Underground, located in Trenton, takes care of all kinds of projects such as trenching, digging, boring of 1-inch or smaller bores, and storm or lot cleanup. Owner and operator Tommy Castleman has been serving the Gibson County area for 40 years and has the experience and know-how to get the job done right the first time. Utility Solutions is fully licensed and insured, so give them a call today at 731-420-0593 for a free estimate. No job too big or too small. Utility Solutions Underground. Let us dig for you.
Roll Tide. Trenton Light and Water Department provides electric, water, and wastewater services for customers inside the city limits of Trenton, Tennessee. We support all Trenton Special School District endeavors, academic, athletic teams, band, and extracurricular clubs and activities at Trenton Elementary School, Trenton Rosenwald Middle School, and Peabody High School. Our office is temporarily located in downtown Trenton at 110 South College Street in the Steel Building, while a new office and warehouse building is being constructed at our Armory Street location. Please contact our office or visit our website, www.trentonlw.com, for payment options, online, bank draft, ACH, by phone, and our new phone app. Roll Tide and Lady Tide from Trenton Light and Water. We are honored to serve all the citizens.
Believe it or not, insurance has become one of the largest parts of most family budgets. How many times have you thought to yourself, man, that seems expensive? At Seiler Thornton Agency, we represent several different insurance companies, so we have the flexibility to shop your coverages and find the best value. Seiler Thornton Agency has been taking care of insurance needs in Gibson County for over 20 years. We are proud to be a Trenton business, and we love to support the Peabody Golden Tide. Call us today or stop by for a free quote. Seiler Thornton Agency. Our business is you.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Eddie and Clint Sturgeon have been serving Trenton for over 30 years and at the current location for 13 years, offering 2 drive-through windows, free delivery, after-hours emergency service, and vaccinations. It's almost flu season, so it's time for your flu shot. I know nobody wants either one. The flu shot takes less than 5 seconds, but the flu lasts for a week. So take your shot or take your chances. You can get the flu anywhere, but get your flu shot at Eddie's Pharmacy. No appointment needed for either one. At Hardy, Martin & Owens, we handle personal injury, divorce and family law, criminal defense, and wills and estates. We are experienced in all courts in West Tennessee. With 3 locations, Trenton, Milan, and Jackson, we are conveniently located to handle all your legal needs. Not many lawyers will give you their personal cell phone number, but Bradley Owens will. Bradley's cell number is 731-234-2400. Call Bradley today.
We're working right now for our families and our nation and all the countries.
I take great pride knowing that I'm feeding the nation and keeping the shelves full.
And we produce a lot of protein, so it's always good to keep, good food out there for the world.
The company, they provide masks, face shields, barriers.
As a team member, I feel really safe.
It feels good to help people in a time of crisis like now.
State Farm agent Amy Greer, 308 South College Street in Trenton, is where the customer's needs always come first. When life storms hit your home or your family, you're able to rest easy when you deal with a 30-year professional, Amy Greer at State Farm in Trenton. Your North Gibson local agency serving Trenton, Dyer, Rutherford, Bradford, Kenton, and Yorkville. See Amy or Scarlett Davis Smith or Courtney Tyree Wiggums. Amy Greer, State Farm, Trenton.
Duncan's Pharmacy is celebrating their 47th year in business this year. In January 2016, they opened Duncan's Express Pharmacy inside of the Trenton Medical Center as a second location. We are proud to serve the communities of Trenton, Humboldt, and Gibson County. At our pharmacy, we believe that being a local independent pharmacy means providing healthcare services to our patients that are customized to meet their individual needs. Our aim has always been to provide the very best prescription service at the most reasonable price. Try Duncan's Pharmacy for your next prescription, and you will be glad you did.
Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is a newly renovated 4-star facility in Trenton. It is the only Eden and Bronze facility within 200 miles of West Tennessee. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation offers skilled and long-term services. There is a nurse practitioner in the facility 5 days a week who works in conjunction with the doctor. Virtual providers are also available. You can call at 855-4500. Trenton Health and Rehabilitation is located at 2036 Highway 45 Bypass South in Trenton. Come visit us for your rehab needs.
J&B Motors, 447 South Main in Dyer, Tennessee, will buy, sell, or trade, and even finance in-house. At J&B Motors, you can even enjoy a lifetime warranty. J&B is a complete dealer with a mechanic shop and a detail shop. Just travel to Dyer, 447 South Main, or visit the website at jnbmotorsllc.com. J&B Motors doesn't care about your credit, they care about you, their customers. J&B Motors, 447 South Main, Dyer.
With extra pandemic unemployment funding coming to an end in Tennessee, you should not hesitate to find a job that pays what you need and treats you well, because those jobs are going to go as quickly as gasoline in a shortage. Apply today at McLean Power Systems in Trenton. This is what their workers had to say.
I like the atmosphere of the department I work in the warehouse, and I like my leadership team with the managers and supervisors.
I actually like that you are able to grow within the company. I started here as an operator in the sales, and I've been able to work my way up to supervisor.
Honestly, it's every person I've kind of interacted with here. I've enjoyed every one of them.
I've been with McLean almost 2 years now, and I will have to say, not only with the great pay and benefits, leadership is absolutely wonderful.
Make your next career move to McLean today by texting POWER to 67664. That's POWER to 67664. McLean Power Systems is an equal opportunity employer.
H&R AgriPower is your local Case IH dealer in Trenton, Tennessee, and a proud supporter of the Golden Tide.
Anderson Furniture and Floor Covering would like to thank the people of Gibson County for allowing them to serve you for 70 years. During football season, there's never a better place to be than sitting in your recliner watching the game. Come visit Anderson Furniture and Floor Covering, 110 High Street in Trenton, and check out the large collection of furniture and floor coverings. Good luck and roll Tide!
Peabody leads here at halftime by the score of 42-0. And Terry, first of all, I'll ask you if you got any total stats that you could share with us.
Yeah, total yardage. Trenton Peabody in the half. They've ran the ball 18 times for 206 yards, and Driggers is 4 of 5 for 119 yards, and so you've got a total of 325 total yards for Trenton Peabody, and for West Carroll, 14 carries for minus 11 yards. Now that's going to be a little skewed because Mims has 2 carries for minus 17 on 2 sacks. And through the air, they have recorded 55 yards, so they have a total yardage unofficially of 44 yards at the half. So
okay.
It's just like it was the last time. It's been all Peabody, and that's kind of what we expected.
Yes. Let's go now for an update on the scores from around the area. And these scores are tighter than we anticipated in some games.
Yeah, some of them they're starting to pull away. Some teams are. Fayetteville leads Dresden 21-7. Lake County just got this score, leads Humboldt 20-6. Forest still 13-0 over Lewis County. Last report, Westview 13-6 over Fairleigh. East Nashville 20-0 over Waverly. Dyersburg at the half 35-0 over Millington. Still no further report. Tullahoma 14-0 over Montgomery Central. Haywood leads Melrose 20-0. No report on Memphis Central and Springfield. Who cares? TCA has rebounded after being down 8-0. They lead Middle Tennessee Christian at last report 26-14. USJ 28, Kings Academy nothing. McKenzie 21, Cornersville nothing. Conflicting reports. I'm getting one score. Riverside 28-0 over Summertown, and then somebody else posted 28-7. So regardless, Riverside has at least a 3-touchdown lead. Huntington 7-0 over MAHS. As we said, Covington over Ripley 7-0. Last report, Hardin County, Pearl Cone tied at 14. South Gibson, I think I just scrolled off of that too early. I think South Gibson, yes, now leads Northside 21-0. Henry County scores on. I got to give a shout out to my main man Hudson Separulo. Coach Tommy Separulo's son plays for Henry County, and he caught a 30-yard touchdown pass to up Henry County's lead to 35-14 over Munford. Nashville Christian, we got an onside kick as the second half has started, and I think Peabody is going to come up with that football. Nashville Christian 21-0 over Jackson Christian, and
here it's 42-0.
It's 42-0 here. I wasn't gonna.
And Peabody has the football, 1st and 10.
But that's what we have as of right now.
And a lot of New Jersey's in for Peabody, and that is Cade Walker in as quarterback. 12 minutes on the clock, but it's a running clock. Last week we put 6 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, I like that better.
Walker sends them out wide right, wide left. Out of the gun is Walker. There's a snap, and somebody jumped. It's against Peabody. Illegal procedure against Peabody. And so that's going to mark 5 yards off. To the 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15. I was just writing scores down as you said.
Well, yeah. Well, I looked up, and here we are. We're playing. South Pittsburgh leads Clay County 24-7, and Watertown, Marion County 0-0 at the half. That's a good one right there.
Too wide to the right. Quick handoff goes to the left side. Looking for running room, didn't find it.
So William Baskerville on the carry. Dan, now
picked up a couple yards.
Yeah, this happened last year, so I'm not going to get too excited about it. But I have a report here on Coach T. Trousdale County 16, Meigs County 8, final.
Whoa!
So that would be a little bit of an upset to me.
You got to watch them. Too wide to the right side. Snap. Quick handoff. Looking for running room. Finds it around the corner at the 50, at the 45. Puts his head down and bulldozes his way for a 1st down. Cross the 50 to the 43-yard line. Baskerville again on the carry. And that's an Amy Greer State Farm 1st down.
I tell you what, Dan, he showed some little grit and a little determination there toward the end of that run.
Wasn't going to be denied,
no,
was he?
He lowered that head.
Too wide to the left side. There's a snap and a quick handoff. Goes straight ahead for good yardage down to the 35-yard line. That's Baskerville again. Down to the 36-yard line. It's a yard shy, 2 yards shy of the 1st down. 2nd down and a long 2 coming up.
You know, Dan, we have seen William Baskerville in the past. And he is very capable of gaining lots of yards. Ran a kickoff back against Greenfield earlier in the year.
I remember. 2nd down. Too wide to the right side. Walker out of the gun. And a delayed handoff goes to Baskerville. Looking around the corner, and he didn't make it. In fact, he lost a little bit on the play. And it's going to be a third down call now here. Third down and about 3. Here comes Bonds into the game. Bonds can slip by that front line. He'll go.
Yes, he can. And yes, he will.
Out goes Baskerville. Clock is the running clock. 42-0's the score. They split the ends wide right, wide left. Walker takes it, hands it over to Bonds. Bonds straight ahead, gets the first down to the 29-yard line, and that's an Amy Greer State Farm first down. Move the chains.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line, opening the hole up there for Bonds, and he's able to scoot through and get that first down.
Wide to the right, wide to the left. Walker at quarterback. Man goes in motion. There goes the sweep. Looking around the corner, waits, finds the opening, gets across the 30, back to about the line of scrimmage.
The flag. Flag came in. Probably going to be a hold.
Usually in that time, it is a hold. It is a hold against Peabody.
Yeah, it's going to repeat first down. Dan, little NCAA basketball. Probably
what?
Nobody cares other than me. Ole Miss beat Charleston Southern 93-68 tonight in Oxford.
Man.
That's just, yeah, NCAA number 5, Cincinnati leads South Florida in football. NCAA football, number 5, Cincinnati, 45-28 over South Florida.
Got a score on the Braves?
A minute. Hey, Braves are World Series champions. My guys.
From the 36-yard line. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun. There's a snap. There's a fumble. And Peabody falls down on it and lost a yard or 2. That is the snap.
Yeah.
The snap of the ball and the quarterback's been off about a half step.
Yeah, snap was
that happens.
Was low, and then he tried to give it to Bonds a little too quick, and that didn't happen. And so,
second down and 18.
Most important thing is the clock's running.
Amen. And it's 42-0.
That's the really
what's
the most
Ball doing over there?
I don't know.
There's a snap. There's a handoff. Goes to Bonds. Goes through the delegation, gets down to about the 32.
There comes another flag.
And there's another flag on the play.
Me? Somebody please tell these guys it's 42-0, and
flag was at the 32.
Oh, we got
personal foul,
yeah,
face mask
that's
against West Carroll.
That's a good call. We like that one.
That's 15 yards straight ahead.
That's right.
And a first down. Down to the 17-yard line. And that's an Amy Greer State Farm first down. Peabody's had the ball from the start of this third quarter, and there's 3:55 remaining in the third.
Then Westview leads fairly 27-12.
Wide to the right, wide to the left. Cade Walker at quarterback. There goes Bonds. He got to eat up at the line. No gain.
Yeah,
nowhere to run on that one.
No, there wasn't. Hayden Holly, the sophomore defensive lineman, broke through and kind of busted that play up before it ever really got started. Haywood leads Melrose 21-6 at the half.
That was the game I picked to watch. I thought that would be an exciting football game, but it's really going the way I thought it would. Too wide to the right. Haywood's heavy on talent.
That very much so.
Out of the gun. Hand off. This is Bonds again. Dances his way across the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. It'll be third down coming up.
Well, I tell you one thing, Dan. Next week, our guys will not be able to do all that dancing. If you remember, we tried that in the first quarter and a half when we went to Lake County, and it didn't work very well because they will have as much, if not more, team speed than any team we've seen all year. Then when we started, making one cut, putting our foot in the ground, cutting and going north and south, we had a lot more success. So
there's a snap again. And there goes Baskerville around the left side. Headed for the corner, headed for the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Baskerville takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Mark the time. About 1:50 remaining in the third quarter. Baskerville takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. DeHaan in to attempt the extra point. Number 21 holding Yarborough. Ball down. It was too high on the snap. And Yarborough did all he could do. And extra point fails. It's 48-0. And the clock continues to run. Peabody leading. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Raspberry Towing, 855-0099. One call and you're hooked. Raspberries has served the Gibson County area and surrounding counties for 39 years. Kyle Raspberry is the youngest officer appointed to the Tennessee Towing Association. Kyle is certified in light, medium, and heavy-duty wrecker recovery with the American Towing and Recovery Institute. So call Raspberry Towing at 855-0099. One call and you're hooked.
Trenton native Amy McLemore is a certified residential specialist with Town & Country Realtors. Specializing in the Gibson County area, it is her goal to treat each of her clients with respect and custom care. Having received numerous awards in the field of real estate, Amy is qualified to ensure the best outcome for her clients, whether they are buyers or sellers. You can call Amy today at her office at 731-668-7000 or on her cell at 731-234-0049 and let her help you find your dream home.
DeHaan is going to kick off, but we've arrived at the end of the third quarter of play. So we'll take another break. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Your hometown attorney, Jennifer Finch McEwen, is back on the square in Trenton, ready to help you with all your legal issues and preventative measures. Everyone needs an attorney from time to time, and Jennifer Finch McEwen is here to help. Whether your problem is divorce, child custody, child support, bankruptcy, criminal charges, wills and estates, or personal injury, or if you are just in need of general advice, Jennifer can serve your needs. With 15 years of criminal and civil experience, Jennifer can find the solution for which you are looking. Call or come by the Court Square in Trenton today. Roll Tide.
Don's going to kick off as we start the fourth quarter of play. Peabody leading 48-0. H&R Agri-Power is your fourth quarter sponsor. And that touchdown was brought to you by Christian Family Medicine. That extra point and this kickoff brought to you by Trenton Health and Rehab. Don's going to kick it off. We've got a shocker going on in that Huntington game, haven't we?
Yeah, MAHS has scored, gone for two, and made it. Now they lead 8-7.
There's the kick, and it's retrieved, and off to the side they go with it, and it's about the 41, 42-yard line. And that's where West Carroll will start this attack.
See, and that's why excuse me, that's why I hesitated.
You did what?
Earlier, hesitated about the Trousdale score because you got that score. Well, on Coach T, they've got Huntington leading 8-7.
This is from my friend Benny Roberts, who's there.
I was going to say, I'll trust Mr. Benny a whole lot more than I will Coach T coming out of Memphis.
From the 40-yard line, First down and 10. There's a snap and a handoff. He breaks into the secondary and gets some good yardage out to about the 48-yard line. It'll be second down and 2. Running clock, Peabody leads 48-zip. Next week, Peabody will be back here at home. It gets a little tougher every week. Probably playing Halls.
Halls?
Not Halls.
Lake County.
Lake County.
I was going to say, if we're playing Halls.
I'm just, games like this just you're somewhere else. They got the first down to the 44-yard line. That's Halls. No, that's West Carroll.
Okay, so yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. I had TCA over.
There's a fumble in the backfield, and West Carroll recovers it.
Okay, so MTCS leads TCA 29-15. The score I had from Coach T was 26-14 TCA. So, I mean,
Man.
And I actually went with the visiting team in that game. See, I was wrong.
So far. Too wide to the left. Lone running back there. Moon back into the game at quarterback. He was injured in the first half. He goes straight back, looks, fires it toward the corner. Nobody's there. It is incomplete.
I think we had a little miscommunication. The receiver cut the route off, and Moon thought he was going to extend it on. And
it's going to be third down and about 12. There's a snap, straight back, looks, fires the same play. It's toward the middle, and nobody's there either. Hall's number 41, Jay Long, couldn't make it there that quick. Peabody defense with him step for step. And it's fourth down and about 12.
I think they're going to go for it.
Too wide to the right.
Eli, you still up there? Are you running the camera now?
Moon out of the gun. Hands it off. And the ball goes over on downs. It'll be Peabody's football. 8 minutes remaining in the game.
Then South Gibson is running away now with Jackson Northside. 9:58 in the third quarter. South Gibson leads 35-7. Henry County has scored again. They lead Mumford 42-14. So, some teams starting to pull away.
Too wide to the right side. Snap, handoff. This is Baskerville to the 50, to the 45, and that's where he goes down about 3 yards shy of the first down. Pick up a 7. Second down and about 3.
That's 6 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown for Baskerville.
Baskerville's just a junior. We'll be talking his name a lot next year.
Yes, we will.
Unless we're fired.
Well, that's true.
I don't know who I'll get to do color.
Wow, okay.
That was good, wasn't it?
That was really good.
Second down and 3. Out of the gun. Snap. Rolls. Left side. This is Cade Walker, and he's close to the first down.
That hurt my feelings. Oh, me.
Let's see if they're going to call this a first down. No, he's going to say he's about a half yard shy. 3rd down and short yardage.
Covington has scored again. They now are pulling away from Ripley 28-0 with about 8.5 minutes left in that contest.
No, that's not true. I've never hit Eli. No, I was just hard on Eli.
It's because of that dang replay you were doing for it. You got bias towards him now. Exactly.
2 to the right, Walker in the backfield. Along there's give to Baskerville straight up the middle. He's going to be down to the 40, down to the 38, 37-yard line. Kept his feet driving. And that's going to be a gain of 6 and good enough for a Trenton Peabody first down with 5:20 clock running remaining in this contest, as the clock has been running the entirety of this half, with Peabody leading now 48-0. It was 42-0 at the half. It's been all Peabody as we suspected.
Peabody back to the line. They go too wide to the right. I've got an Amber Alert.
Yeah, I do too.
Out of the gun. Right side, a snap and a handoff. And that was Bonds on the carry, and he might have got a yard or two. Timeout is called by West Carroll. Timeout on the field. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Bell Shirt and Sign Company has been family owned and operated since 1969 in Trenton. Located next to Peabody High School, we provide high quality, timely, and professional service to local schools, communities, churches, and businesses. All graphic design, printing, sewing, and engraving is done in-house, so we control the quality and service ourselves. With access to the brands you want, we carry a large selection of Peabody shirts, caps, polos, and other items to show off your school spirit. If you are needing screen printing, embroidery, signs, or engraving done, stop by and see us today. And as always, roll Tide!
We are proud to be locally owned. We are rooted in this community in Gibson County. We are active not only in Medina, but also the surrounding communities on a day-to-day basis. These are our friends, our family, and our neighbors, and we are truly humbled by those that call upon us to serve. Trust, guidance, and commitment. That's why families turn to us.
Riv Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Peabody on 2nd down and about 9 yards to go. West Carroll shows blitz. They back off at the last minute and they give it to Baskerville. Baskerville straight ahead and gets another first down. That's another first down for Baskerville. On straight ahead run, that's an Amy Greer State Farm first down. Ball at the 25. Clock running. The question becomes this, is Coach Jacobs going to let them run into the end zone?
I think the only way he does it is if they do it, if we score from like here. You know, if we get down to about the 10-yard line, no. It's I don't see that happening.
Wide right, wide left. Slot to the right side. Lone running back's Baskerville, and he gets it and cuts on the inside. Headed for the corner. Got yardage and into the end zone, but there's a flag down. Yeah. And it's touchdown Tide. It's going to be holding.
Yeah, it's going to be holding on number 27, Luke Smith, out there on the perimeter. That was a pretty good takedown by Luke. I got to give him credit for that one.
Holding the call, and that'll be 10 from the infraction.
So probably 1st and 9.
We're back where we started from.
Yeah.
First down and 9 yards to go. Ball at the 24.
So we actually gained a yard on that.
Well, all that running, we should get something for it.
I agree with that.
Timeout going to be called. West Carroll. You're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
I'm Gibson County Mayor Tom Witherspoon. As Christmas approaches and our minds shift to what to get the children, puppies often come to mind. I want to ask each of you to consider adopting a pet from the Gibson County Animal Shelter. We always have several to choose from, and it would be a tremendous help to us. So please, have your pet spayed or neutered. Thank you to all of our responsible pet owners, and adopt a shelter animal. They'll love you for it. Thank you.
Gibson County Utility District has provided Gibson County and the surrounding area with natural gas since 1953. We pride ourselves on our dedication to the comfort and safety of our customers and the citizens of Gibson County. And as citizens, you can do your part. Always be sure to call 811 before digging in order to avoid hitting a gas line or any other buried utility. Gibson County Utility District for better living in your community.
Peabody has it first down and 9 from the 24.
Dan, I think we're going to take a knee. Yep.
Are you officiating tomorrow?
And they do to take the knee, and it goes back to the 29. It'll be second down. And that's going to run the clock down to about the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, no, tell me. We're going to give him a hard time. Will he be the new cute referee of the week? No. There's one lady referee, kind of petite. And I said, and then with two guys.
Peabody's going to advance and play in the second round, or third round of the state championships. Takes the knee again back to the 33. And this is going to take us down to about the 1:10 mark as they let the clock run.
Well, they called, West Carroll called timeout to get some guys in, let their seniors come off to get an ovation from their crowd, and that's a
classy act.
Classy act by Coach Morris. I know he got a little upset earlier in the night, but I think see the big picture, and he did that the right way.
Hey Dan, you want to do a highlight at the end? We do have them all saved. Yeah, we'll do a highlight at the end, so don't back up.
They move it back. It's going to be third down. Takes the knee again, and the clock's going to run. Next week, probably Halls, but it'll be here.
Lake County.
Lake County. I did that on purpose. See if you catch me.
Well, I coach you. Hey, it would be nice if it was Halls.
It will be Lake County.
Yeah, 20-6. That's the. I have not seen any other updates on that.
21-7.
But that'll be here next Friday night. Hope you can be here in person. If you can't, we'll have the play-by-play for you. There's the knee, and the ball's going to go over on downs, and it'll be 1st and 10 for West Carroll. They'll get one play off. And then that'll be the ball game. It'll be history. Peabody's going to win this football game and go to round number 3. Next week against Lake County Halls, it's going to be an exciting game because, hey, they're no pushover. They've got athletes.
They do. They have some athletes. They can take it to the house on just about any play.
There's a snap, going to fire it down the middle, and it's going to be caught. It's tipped and caught, and then he is going to be brought down at the 10-yard line. The clock's going to run out, and that's going to be the ball game. And Peabody has won this game by the final score of 48-0 over West Carroll. We'll be back after telling you you're watching Golden Tide football on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Buying a car is all about you. In person, over the phone, or online, we make it simple and easy. Our place is yours, no matter where you live. LonnieCobbFord.com or Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country. At Lonnie Cobb Ford, we now give you a warranty for life on the engine and transmission. That's right, a warranty for life at no cost to you. Unlimited time, unlimited mileage, but it's only at Lonnie Cobb Ford in Henderson, where cars really are cheaper in the country.
Utility Solutions Underground, located in Trenton, takes care of all kinds of projects such as trenching, digging, boring of 1-inch or smaller bores, and storm or light cleanup. Owner and operator Tommy Castleman has been serving the Gibson County area for 40 years and has the experience and know-how to get the job done right the first time. Utility Solutions is fully licensed and insured, so give them a call today at 731-420-0593 for a free estimate. No job too big or too small. Utility Solutions Underground. Let us dig for you.
Roll Tide. Trenton Light and Water Department provides electric, water, and wastewater services for customers inside the city limits of Trenton, Tennessee. We support all Trenton Special School District endeavors, academic, athletic teams, band, and extracurricular clubs and activities at Trenton Elementary School, Trenton Rosenwald Middle School, and Peabody High School. Our office is temporarily located in downtown Trenton at 110 South College Street in the Steel Building, while a new office and warehouse building is being constructed at our Armory Street location. Please contact our office or visit our website, www.trentonlw.com, for payment options, online, bank draft, ACH, by phone, and our new phone app. Roll Tide and Lady Tide from Trenton Light and Water. We are honored to serve all the citizens of Trenton.
Okay, we're back, and Peabody has defeated West Carroll for the second time in 3 weeks by the same score, 48-0. That's wild, isn't it? Let's take a look at some of the highlights that we have. First of all, we start off with Khalid Ganaway with a 1-yard run into the end zone for the touchdown, made it 7-0. And then Malik gets involved with a 20-yard run. Watch him as he turns the corner from the 20 and goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Then Malik wasn't done. He comes up with an interception right here against West Carroll. Goes around the right side, as you see Moon with the pass, and is a wobbly one, and Malik Ganaway steps out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. Then it was time for Khalid Ganaway, as he's going to go straight ahead and into the end zone for the touchdown. And suddenly it's 21-0. Kalik again for a rush into the end zone. Running there is tailback straight ahead from 7 yards out. And it's 28-0. Peabody leading. Then with 9:26, we got DeMarcus Key here on the reception. Yes, we do. Long pass. DeMarcus Key on a 59-yard pass from Driggers to Key. Takes it into the end zone. And Peabody is up, headed toward the halftime. But they weren't done yet with 2:53 remaining. We've got Sam Driggers going into the end zone from 4 yards out and takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Peabody's not finished. We'll have an interception right here. Long pass. It's tipped, and Peabody comes up with it. And then Wigan Baskerville on a run toward the corner takes it into the end zone with 1:50 remaining in the third quarter. The extra points, the snap wasn't handled, and no extra points, but it's 48-0. Same score as it was 3 weeks ago. Peabody wins it and heads toward round 3 of the state playoffs, and that'll be right here next Friday night at Trenton Peabody. Terry?
Well, McKenzie has advanced, so that's kind of what we were expecting. We're just waiting on to get a Fayetteville Dresden final 21-7 Fayetteville at last report. Then the Huntington game, man, it's getting down to cases. 8-7 MAHS leads Huntington. They're getting late in that one. Pearl Kona scored to go up 21-14 over Hardin County. South Gibson running away with theirs now. Same for Henry County. So not really any upsets, I guess. If there is one, to me it would be the MAHS over Huntington. But that's athleticism against physicality, and who knows what's going to happen. But man, I tell you what, great job by our guys tonight. They needed that. Came out, take care. They took care of business, and got to get ready for Lake County, because now you're fixing to see a lot more speed on the other side of the ball.
Exactly right. J&B Motors brings you this post-game show, and we appreciate it very much. That's going to wrap it up and do it to it as we finish this one up here. For Terry Clement and the crew that you see there on the screen, Paul Schulze, Christopher Reasons, Corey Moore, Billy Boland, Eli Gerard, Terry Clement to color. I'm Dan Hughes. Have a great rest of the evening, everybody.